Hello there everyone, this is I am Mark III and welcome back to Battletech and the adventures of the mercenary force, Ion's third lunatic force, who are extravagantly paid and have nothing to complain about because, well, ignoring the last couple of episodes where they got punched around a lot and completely and utterly mauled. Also, who's feeling risky today? I'm feeling risky today. Let's go and take a risk. Yes. Yeah. This is going to be a bit of an odd one because I'm actually going to be playing the next campaign mission straight after the first one in terms of episode. In terms of timeline, though, I must be honest, there's been 2 jobs between the massive debacle that was the last campaign mission and this one. And I had to do those because, honestly, getting all the repairs sorted out after that, after what happened to everything last time, it burned through all of the money I earned for that mission and more, in terms of sheer repair and equipment cost. So, this is one of the reasons why I like, you know, heavy, resilient armor. It helps protect the mechs, and means that they cost less to keep running in general, though sometimes you'll get into a situation where they will get kind of mildly, sort of maybe pummeled. In fact, I'm still in recovery mode, but I've only got 3 months worth of operation cost, and that's on top of the Argo refit, and at least I don't have to pay for any more repairs and equipment, and the missions I did have brought me back up to 1.8 mil right now. But unfortunately though, well, the Shadowhawk is not going to be ready for another 8 days, so another week on that one. And the Vindicator, the poor Vindicator, won't be ready for another month because of the sheer amount of refit and repair work required to get it back into operational shape. That Vindicator got completely and utterly savaged. Its repair bill is like rather bad. If you look at this, it's like 305,000 for this individual mech, and this is a mech with cheap equipment, by the way. So yeah, look at this. Days. Money. Lot of repair work on this, and it's just a medium. Honestly, the other mechs didn't lose as much equipment as the Vindicator did, but they lost a lot of structure, and some of them were heavier as well, which was just as bad, really. Which is a shame. Still, that's out. The Shadowhawk is also down just for... well, it's been modified slightly to try and help it deal with the heat that's going on with it. So it's been repaired, it's been modified, the armor a little bit, and it's the Rex components have been taken out and replaced. As you can see, it's got an additional little bit of extra cooling going in return for a little bit less armor. So it's slightly more vulnerable, but it's going to not overheat as much because I wasn't quite happy with how the Shadowhawk was just like overheating a little bit when it got when push came to shove and it was in the thick of the fight. It would start overheating and the weaponry would slow down significantly. So yeah, a little less durability, a little more cooling, honestly. Jagamech is the same. I've just patched it back up to where it was because honestly that's all it needed. Sure, it was a bit of a guttering hulk near the end, but at least it didn't lose any equipment. The Centurion, though, is currently in the works. Not because of its repairs, actually. It already got fixed. Now, the Centurion is in the works because it's... I actually found another upgraded LRM, so I'm just retrofitting that onto it. So it's getting a little bit more powerful. Unfortunately, this means I need to advance the timeline slightly. Come on.
Those upgrades you asked for are
there we go.
online, Commander.
Beta pod, upgrade complete, and our Lerma is also complete. So we now have a full lance ready for the next mission. Unfortunately, the only thing left to do is the dragon. I won't be happy with the dragon until I've thoroughly tinkered with it. Because right now it's just stock, and I just haven't been able to commit resources to fixing it. Quite simply because I'm short of resources, and most importantly, I've been very short on time. Because, you know, the Vindicator still not being around for another month is still going to take a while to get sorted out. What should I do? 270, get 30 experience per day up to 20,000 total. I think I want to get that training module up. At least I've got Habitat Pod, which gives me an extra barracks capacity to bring more people in, which will probably be useful. I could also get the next mech bay upgrade as well, which will take 20 days to finish that. Up to 12 battle mechs ready. Oh. No, wait, no, it's 6 per. So yeah, that's up to 12. I could also build the rec room to continue to be nice to people. I can give them their own gymnasium now. Or a hydroponic garden. Near the spine, the spin deposit is sufficient to generate a real apparent gravity. This makes the area bad for living in, but excellent for growing hydroponic crops. They freshen the air and add a variety to meal times. Oh, no, this is a text error. I've looked over Gamma Pod. Most of the original plumbing is intact, so she's mentioning Gamma Pod, but this upgrade requires a Beta Pod, so that's a slight error there. Okay. Anyway, let's get the training module up so we can continue to expand on that. Burned a bit more money, but we now have, well, as much as we can get ready without more repair and refit time. And honestly, I'm not comfortable with my current level of spending taking the Dragon out of deployment just to mess with it. I'm probably going to wait until it gets badly blown up or something, you know? Just like I did with the Yagamech. Since that was running around without me thoroughly tampering with its loadout until it got blown in half, practically. And then I refitted it. So, maybe I'm a cheapskate like that. Anyway, mission time. We have things to do. Right, voices! Woo. As you heard, House Carosus has suffered greatly at the hands of the Directorate. We can't change that, but we can show Lord Carosus that we're his allies, and our word can be trusted. We need his help for our data archive, yes, but that isn't why I agreed to the mission. If we are to fail against the Directorate, I must unite the founding houses under the Restoration's banner. Without their support, we'll have no way of replacing our losses. Okay. Didn't I give Darius a deeper voice like a... Understood, Lady Urbano. Let's get into the specifics of this job he's given us. I seem to remember something about a dropship. Yes. No, I misread. She's called the Newgrange. She's a transport vessel, ostensibly civilian, named for an old line of yard ships. Yard ships? I have never heard of those. Hang on, I'm just going to type that into Sana. I'm suspecting mobile shipyards or factory yards or something. Yep, there is definitely an entry on Sana for yard ship. Let's have a quick look-see because I'm suddenly very curious. What is this? Yeah, I thought so. Mobile shipyard kind of thing. Yard ship refers to a jump-capable spacecraft that incorporates docks, workshops, and shipyard facilities, allowing to repair standard vessels, typically warp ships or jump ships, and even serve as mobile shipyards. So, ooh, they have smaller jump drive cores than normal jump ships, which technically makes them warships. So they're more of a strategic mobile repair and refit craft to support other vessels than warships in their own right. So that's a technicality of that. But I didn't know there was a smaller jump drive core. I did know that warships could jump around by themselves usually. I just wasn't quite aware of the fact that they tend to be smaller than the big jump ships, which act like a massive hauler. Anyway, yes, sorry, that was my curiosity. Let's continue. The Newgrange has been certified for commercial flight in the Directorate, the Capella Confederation, and the Taurian Concordat. Ooh. I don't have access to some of those. In all other ways, she's completely unremarkable. At least, that's what her official paperwork says. And I gather Lord Carsos disagrees. That's right. He claims the Newgrange is running weapons into the Orogian Breach to supply the Directorate's warfare. Oh. Arms runners. Her crew has been using an old commercial port on Anvelt to fuel up between trips. Ships like this one could help to explain the Directorate's unexpected strength of arms. It's in our interest to destroy it. According to the intel we've been given, the Newgrange is carrying more armor than any Union-class dropship has any right to, Attacking her directly will be a waste of time. Thankfully, Lord Madeira has found us an alternative approach. Oh, here comes the other voice. The Anvelt fueling station was designed for civilian use. It isn't a hardened target, and its components can't withstand a sustained attack. If we go in while the new Grange is refueling and blow the station's primarily fuel reservoir, her armor won't count for much. The resulting explosion would smash her like an egg. You sure? Like, to tell the truth, it'd be a disaster if we took out a civilian. Well, it's a disaster if we took out a civilian one, yes, but aren't we attacking a pirate base? Well, I guess word of caution. From my own study of the new Grange and the situation on Anvelt, I am convinced that Lord Croesus is telling us the truth. There's something deeply suspicious about this ship. She isn't the commercial transport she pretends to be. Oh yes, bring up the origin card. I was orphaned by a ship explosion, Lady Arano. If I'm going to do this, I need to know there aren't any innocent people on that dropship. Yep, being honest. I appreciate your honesty, Iron Mark III, and I understand where you're coming from. I'm no more eager to spill innocent blood than you are, I promise you that. If we can raise the new Grange on the comms, I will offer a captain a chance to surrender. I'd rather take prisoners than fill graves. The Reach has seen too much death recently. Yeah, I agree. I'm behind that one, definitely. Workable plan, let's go. I don't have a special voice for Yang. Hang on a second, boss. This job where it's easy. Blowing up a fuel tank, Croesus would have done it himself already. So what's the catch? Well, defences, I'm guessing. Lord Croesus sent the last remnants of his personal guard after the new Grange 2 weeks ago, a lance of hardened mech warriors. They were summarily destroyed, a complete loss. There were no survivors. Oh, lovely. It sounds, yeah, it sounds like an unusually heavy security detail. Wow. It's bizarre, I agree, but we have only Lord Croesus' word to go on, and he didn't personally witness what happened. Well, if he did, he'd probably be dead, if he was there with his mech warriors. Let's be honest. We should approach this drop with an abundance of caution. Being the strongest lance you can field... can't do that. Well, actually, technically I can, because I'm bringing both of my heavy mechs along. And keep your eyes open while you're on the moon's surface. And I'd recommend bringing a heat-efficient lance if possible. Anvelt's atmosphere and climate will quickly overwhelm your heat sinks if you're not careful. Yep, no time at the present. Reserve my team. I'll be with you on the comms. Good hunting, Iron Mark III. Actually, this, oddly enough, this kind of fits where I go with most of my units. Like, I do try to build my units for a high degree of heat efficiency, which is actually why they tend to have underwhelming weapons payloads compared to stock versions. I think I mentioned this like a few parts ago. Heavy armor, jump jets for mobility, and a high degree of heat efficiency, which actually means they lack tonnage for weapons compared to the stock variants for the most part, because quite simply that tonnage has been rerouted elsewhere. So I have smaller weapons payloads, but I have more durable and more consistently performing mechs, as well as more agile ones. So, you know. The only exception is actually my dragon. Since I've not refitted it, it doesn't have any jump jets. Still, enough babbling, let's actually get into this. Onwards! Come on. Oh, it's thinking about it. Right, I guess I might as well babble about the dragon. Yeah, since the dragon has been into a couple of missions already, I've been poking at it, and it actually feels really good. It's a very solid mech, but it's a beef machine that can take it's actually kind of, the default one is geared along the lines of my general loadouts as well. Is there anyone else I want to bring in? No. As in, it's got thick armor and it's fast, but it lacks a bit in terms of weapons payload. So it's kind of, its default mech is geared along the same lines as everyone else as I refit my mech. So this guy's kind of specialized, this particular dragon variant, the DRG-1N. It's also going to be ideal for Behemoth when she gets back into the fight as well, once I've tinkered with it a bit. Okay, here we go. We have got some more details. Objectives are: engage and destroy the New Grange, destroy the ship's security team, and the New Grange must not escape. So that means we're on a time limit, we've got an incoming defensive force, and we've got to blow something up. So pretty straightforward so far. Mission objective. Mission only has 2.5 skull rating, so I think slightly less than the previous one. But it pays 2 million whopping, so, you know, that is a bit concerning because this means there's more stuff. Anyway, mission exact specifics. Lord Corrosus challenged my authority, and he was right to do so. His daughter died in my name. We're going to do what we can to earn his help and support. That means destroying the Newgrange, a smuggling ship that has been running weapons to the Directorate. I'll be your voice on the comms for this drop, Iron Mark III. Let's get this done. While my tactical note is, keep your eyes open for Newgrange's security detail and be ready for a fight when it arrives. I'll be rooting for you from here. So, the real teeth seems like it might be the security team, and I'm on time limit because the Newgrange is going to be trying to get the heck out of there. So, let us begin.
Command interface initiated.
A lot of activity on the ground. I'm expecting like turrets and vehicles as well as like mechs. Newgrange is being prepped for launch. You're going to have to tight timetable to get in there and blow the station's fuel reservoir before it lifts off. I'm seeing... sorry, I should be doing the voice here, shouldn't I? I'm seeing turret emplacements and light battle mech activity on the ground, but it appears that the security detail we were warned of is off-site. For now. Sumaya will be monitoring her sensors for any sign of incoming dropships. Yep, she got the recommender. See anything? First to know, advise you beware of the secondary landing pad up here on the ridge. If I were dropping a defensive lance, that's where I'd do it.
Good hunting, Commander. I'll be running ops for you from here.
Interesting. Oh, there's a turret gen. Time to lift off then. There's a fuel pump. Is that an... Yep, there's another turret gen over there. Okay, so I can hit the turret gens to bypass... well, to shut down defences, which will reduce incoming firepower. Dropping here is actually a height advantage. Yeah, height advantage because that's up on a hill. So that probably is going to be how they're going to deal with that. There's probably going to be some long-range stuff there, which I'll have trouble with. Still. Got to remember that this is... I've got 2 of my primary units for most of this series so far. I've got a new primary unit, which will be considered one of my primaries when I thoroughly tamper with it, as I mentioned before. Got to remember, though, it's not got any jump jets, so it's going to be running down the slope.
Roger that. Okay.
And I've got the Blackjack, which is my ancestral units. Oh, we've actually triggered. Okay, right. Yep, lightning mech and a couple of turrets. However, this means there's multiple enemy lances, most likely. Seeing as I have not... That's only a SOM6 in flames, that's not going to be too much trouble.
What can I do for you?
See, it's like light mechs, so there's going to be some lights, there's going to be an incoming main defense force, which is probably going to be like a medium or heavy lance, looking at the difficulty level, not entirely sure what. I'm also on that strict timetable as well, like if I head straight in, I would be going straight to the firing lines of multiple turrets. So that's why I'm thinking head this way first and kill and thoroughly obliterate that turret gen there. And then I'll swing left and hit the fuel pump. There's also that turret gen there, which I want to knock out if possible, because otherwise, when the defense force drops in over here, I will, and if there's long range turrets over here, I might be getting hit in the back, whichever way I'm fighting.
I'm here.
Which is not exactly ideal. Okay, let's see. Let's move Jocastinus. Yep, very high accuracy on that. So let's... Since I'm about to wander straight into the firing line of it, I might as well just knock it out.
Engaging.
Not enough? Oh. That's okay. I'll lob a PPC shot at it as well. Oh look, there's something with LRMs out there. LRM5, if I don't miss my guess. Okay, that's not too bad. The problem is, of course, my Jagger is like way back here. If we move to there, I get... Ooh, I can actually get a decent shot off against the thing. Though, unfortunately, because of how it triggered into battle mode partway through my... when only half of my lance was deployed, it's like... So I've got the... my heavy units are sitting at the back here while I had, well, my Dragon at the front, but, you know, whatever. Right, a single PPC should be enough for this. 95% hit. Spot. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, by the way, I did level up between missions as well. So my personal character does actually have, yeah, it does actually have breaching shots now. So a single weapon firing at a target will ignore guarded and stuff like that. Right, so let's move the Dragon forward. And that gives me a clear shot on the generator. No real obstructions, though firing from a whirlwind will affect my accuracy slightly. Nope, nothing significant. All high chance to fire, so here we go.
Target confirmed.
Oh, again, not enough. That needs a single hit from something to take the weaponry out of action. Once again, I keep forgetting to move my recording software to the one side, and I can't do it when I'm mid-recording, so... Oh well. Right. Let's see, that's an enemy light mech. Let's move... Yeah, let's lob an LOM volley at it just to finish taking it out. Rather, not a volley, like a single salvo should be enough, I think. So I'll take off 2 of the LOMs. Notice there's 2 LOM pluses now, and I will fire 1 volley of missiles at it.
Here we go.
Yep, that was enough, I think.
Building's trashed.
Yep, there we go. And that took out that other turret there. Don't say it's 1 generator per 2 turrets. That's kind of ridiculous, that. That's a waste of taxpayer resources. Oh, there's another mech coming. Oh, there's the turret platform there. Maybe it's like 3 or 4 per, I think. Yeah, if it's like that, there's one there, there's one there. Yeah, I think it's like either 2 or 3 per generator, which is okay, actually.
Hey.
Right. You've barely moved.
What? No.
But I do need to get moving a bit myself. So I'm going to sprint forwards to here. And then my plan is to just jump the Blackjack up onto here. Unfortunately, I need to move the Jagger like really quickly as well. So the Jagger mech's going to have to sprint this coming turn. Unknown mech. Oh, yep. Incoming entire lance of mechs, mostly coming down from that side. Okay. Which means I want to actually get the Jagger into position to start shooting at things down here. Like so.
Full throttle.
Yeah, full throttle, baby. Jagger is in position.
Commander.
Sam Knight, the dragon. What are you? You are a commando. Ooh. Shiny. Well, not really. But if I move... I can move up that way, but I've got to remember that this is going up a hill, and my dragon does not have jets. I think moving the dragon around in a flanking style approach would probably be a good idea.
Good to go.
I've got a Panther. Priority target. Confirmed. Lobs the missiles at it. Light autocannons, I think. Yep. They've got long-range sniper turrets down there. Definitely. I need to knock those out. Individually, they're not very much, but as you saw last time, though, if one just keeps on lobbing shots at you, it's gonna chew through a lot of stuff, like really, really badly. Right, so Centurion, the Panther is a priority because of its PPC, so lob a full missile barrage straight into its face.
Special delivery!
Yes, yes, take it all, ha ha ha. How much has that done? Oh wait, the enemy was braced. Doi. I forgot to check. Wait, those were doing 8? Is he equipped with an upgraded SRM or something? Those are doing 8 damage per hit. What's the default? Is it 6 or... Ooh, yeah, the Blackjack just ate a PPC shot. That's not good.
Oh boy, heavy hit there.
Yeah, no, that's why I was going after it. Right. What have you got? You've got SRM's 8. I'm suspecting a plus version because 8 is
Right
just...
here.
I don't think that is exactly a viable... Well, not a very good one, anyway. Could jump onto the top there, but that's going to be... I'm not quite as reckless as people might think. I'm not ready to deal with that entire 3 mechs over there, so I'm not going to jump the Blackjack right on top of the hill where it can get shot at by everyone. I don't know what half of them are. Anyway. And you are... Ooh, yep, that's why I didn't want to jump in. We've got a Wolverine. Structure exposed. Already? Did you get hit on the arm, I'm guessing? The arms are your more vulnerable parts. If that was a torso piece that got blown through, I am going to be very cross. Oh no! But that's where the LM5 came from, at least, so I know that one now. Let's see. Yep, that was an arm that got blown through.
Orders?
Thing is, though, if I go after the Panther with the Dragon, these guys are going to keep on pushing. So I think it might be in my best interest to actually move this way and start to engage these mechs in this direction here, instead of my original plan, which was to move that way. I don't know. Actually, let's outright just attack. Just murder it.
Copy that.
Or not. Oh, there goes his vital arm, though. Okay, good.
That's
Right.
going to hurt.
Haha. Confirmed, that is the vital arm out of the equation. AC5s. AC5. The mediums both have AC5s. M-Laser, massive SRMs. The command... I don't know. The Commando is arguably the better target because it's just flat out easier to hit. But if I stand still, I've got Bulwark. If I'm multi-target, I ignore cover. Neither of them are... Well, the Wolverine's actually got defensive cover. So... Since I don't need to worry about punching through defense, I might as well just launch both shots straight into the Commando. See if I can kill it quickly. You know?
Engaging target.
Well, one missed, but the other one blasted through some armor plating. 12 damage each. Those are AC2s, though. Actually, no, that sounds about right, sorry. Side torso.
Waiting on you, Commander. What can I do for you?
Don't actually need to move you. So, multi-target. Actually, no. If I move you, I can actually, I could probably engage my lasers on it. Yep, lasers could be engaged against that. And I could also get a decent hit chance missile volley off against the others. So, let's move you forward a little bit.
Coordinates received.
Into the dust, yes. Multi-targets. Panther. And the Commando. The pluses are going after the Commando immediately. Panther... It depends on if I get a lucky hit, so I'm going to leave the other LRM-10 committed to that as well. So more chance to knock out the Panther with this attack because of the splash damage from the missiles.
You get a headshot, and you get a headshot.
Yeah, the lasers weren't enough. Oh, the missiles weren't enough either. Nope. Haha! Right, blew off the side.
Yeah, critical
Was that the
hit.
laser gun? I don't remember where the 2D has its laser. Doesn't seem too happy though. Don't think it was its missiles and laser. Yeah, it didn't have. Oh, that was into the Blackjack's back. Oh, that's cheeky. What's the Panther doing? Also going for the Blackjack. No, my venerable old Blackjack. There was actually an event I had, by the way, which is where you came across a Blackjack painting in a bar, and the thing is, on its side, it had like the crest of my family, so it was revealed that it was a painting sold off to help cover my family's debts. And I had the option of either just leaving it be,
Standing by.
or trying to steal it, or buying it, which was like 25,000 credits. I bought it, and it's currently hung up on the wall in my mech bay. So, you know, fun times. That's got a lot of evasion, though. What I
Yes,
really want is to
Commander.
knock out that turret gen, but to get at it, I have to... Wait, am I getting distracted? How long have I got? 8 rounds. How's your rear armor? Your rear armor's a bit iffy.
Right here.
Let us jump here, so we're getting clear. The Blackjack's going to start moving in this general direction. But I do have a decent shot straight into the chest of the Panther, which, given how badly damaged it is probably going to be enough to kill it. So let's do that.
Locking in target. Well done.
Yep, there it
Here we
goes.
go. Mech destroyed.
One nuisance completely squashed. And that leaves the dragon completely free to push around into this side to start acting as a meat shield. What's the Wolverine going to do? Ding, 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 ding. Haha, minor damage. Because Bulwark is in full effect.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
As long as it's not in a new location, I'm actually fine with that. Oh look, they're going after the dragon anyway. In a minor capacity, at least. So, let's see. Commando's got they've all got a lot of evasion, which is actually an issue. So, 80, 60, 66, 60, yeah, same, 80% for the first one, 60% for the second, third. Oh, I took the SRM-4 off, but I actually blasted through the side which hadn't lost its armor. Interesting. See, the LRM-5 is a minor nuisance. The SRM-6... Actually, that's got an SRM-2. The Wolverine is a bit more dangerous, I think, so let's go after that one in addition. So the other PPC can hit that guy.
Engaging multiple targets.
Oh. Gotta admit, I remember recently I was mentioning that the Jagger mech I was not entirely convinced about. Like I was like umming and ahhing a bit, going, do I really want this thing to be here? Is it exactly what I'm... It's like, do I want to go back to the ballistics? But I've got to admit, it is growing on me a bit, slowly over time. The more I use it, it's like, you know, these heavy energy shots are actually kind of useful. Maybe it's not so bad after all. Also, I really wish the dragon had multi-targeting. 50, 55, 60, 25, 60, 65. I could fire the lasers into that commando, but it wouldn't... it's got its CT's in decent shape. Probably won't kill it. I can, however, punch into the Shadowhawk relatively well.
Locking on.
So I might as well do that. Oh look, the light AC is going for the dragon. And missing completely. It's finally the extreme range for all of its shots to miss like that. So it's got a relatively low hit chance, so some evasion is just
Good to
enough to
go.
stop it. Okay, then I'll move... Yeah, if I move there, I'll get direct line of fire on the commando
You betcha.
with my Centurion. So that's going to go there. multi-target. Centurion and that guy. Once again, two of the more powerful LOMs going after the Shadow Hawk rather than the Panthers, the secondary target. Lasers and one against the Commando.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there goes the SRM. That Commando's in serious trouble. Oh, are you going to punch something? Is that what you're doing? No, you're just trying to flank it. Not the wisest choice, I must admit.
Light damage, Commander.
Yeah, with your single laser. Poor guy.
Standing by.
But if I jump back in here, I can now go full bore on that Commando in the back from the Blackjack. The Blackjack's going to need to cool off relatively soon though. It's using a lot of heat right now. Fire! Go in! Go through. Oh, yep, there it goes. I think it's dead. Ooh, pilot incapped. Good.
Enemy mech destroyed.
7 turns until liftoff though. I need to get pushing through these guys. Oh no! The arm! The arm which has nothing in it. However will I live without that one?
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
I'm wondering if these guys are more like a delaying tactic or something. Because mediums are taking a bit to chew through, I must admit to that one. Okay, let's see. Dragon. If you were to melee, it would be a 90 damage hit. Ooh, if I move to there, I get a full bore shot against the Wolverine, and I'll be hitting from the side, which is damaged already as well.
Moving out.
So there, fully evasive, and fire everything.
Reporting critical hit.
Yep, you're not enjoying that, are you? I've got to get started on that dropship. I've got to get started on the dropship. I really have. Also, my mech is slowly overheating. There is also that. So, oh, 90% across the board, and I'm not quite overheating. So I think that'll do. Fire.
Engaging multiple targets.
Yeah, I've got to move after this. No doubt. Ooh. Oh no, they're going after the Centurion. My plan is my Blackjack will be going straight for it now. There's no other real way to do it. But with the Blackjack acting as a spotter, I can probably start lobbing missiles from my Centurion at it as well. You didn't move. Do you have Bulwark perchance, good sir? Do you have Bulwark? No, you don't. You just didn't move. You, sir, are an idiot. Right.
Right here.
Blackjack. You need to get a line of sight. If I go there, it's exposed to that direction, but if I go here, the Blackjack's going to get shot at by a fiendish thingy. Let's go that way.
Here we go.
It's better to be here exposed to the 82s, you know? But that gives me at least a line of sight on this guy to lob shots into it.
Locking in target.
Oh no, that overheated. Whoops. Oh! Well, started off, my first hits did it. Captain New Grange, hold your fire, damn it. We are civilian transport, not a military dropship. I know what you are. Power down your engines and surrender, or your ship will be destroyed. I can't do that. I repeat, hold your fire. There are unarmed people on this vessel. We've got a hold full of passengers, and you'll be murdering them if you destroy the tank. I already know what your ship is carrying, and it isn't civilians. Captain, I'm giving you one last chance to surrender. If you refuse, what happens next will be on your head, not mine. Listen to reason and power down. Now. They've got the comms. Increase activity on the sensors, they're making a run for it. Blow the fuel reservoir.
Let's do what we came here for.
And yeah, the Blackjack overheated.
Take that dropship out.
Oh well. Oh, the Shadowhawk's moving. Oh, it's going to hit the not very well. Problem is the Centurion.
Send me a real opponent.
Centurion is also overheating, which is another issue. So,
I hear ya.
if I jump you to here, I've got to turn my back to you a little bit, but I do have a clear line for LRM fire straight at the thingy. Provided I don't melt my mech by accident, but we've got plenty of turns to spare. So, right, too much. We're good. 2 LRMs straight in.
Special delivery.
Yeah, probably kill it next turn if I focus it. It's also the fact that my my Jagger mech is overloading.
Orders.
If you don't move, actually, if you move like that, you get not very good chances to hit. But I need to keep this mech moving around at least. So if I move to there, though, I kind of like I want the 3 dodge for it, but if I do that, then I'm going to struggle a little bit. Oh well, I've almost got it anyway. So let's move the dragon there anyway. So I get the 3 dodge, which will help reduce the incoming AC. I've only got low chances to hit, but I am going to overheat, so I need to shut some stuff down anyway. Shut down the AC because LRM-10 more likely to do at least some damage. And fire. Nope, leg. There goes the leg, and it's going to fall over. You're going to fall over, aren't you?
Heavy damage.
Yep, there he goes. Bye bye. Crunch. Yeah, it's at the point of the battle where the enemies are starting to fall flat on their faces quite a lot. Right. I don't believe I can fire... Yeah, if I fire both PPCs, I overload. I can fire 1 PPC. The CT is... My morale is maxed. You know what? I don't really need to risk it, so I'm just going to lob a single... What's it? What is this? Wait. 20 stab damage, 50 stab damage. Let's lob the... Well, actually, the chance to hit on this one's much better, so let's just lob that at it.
Engaging target.
Which, of course, is going to mess up its targeting sensors as well. Oh, look, 1 hit.
Losing lots of armor.
No, that was only
Commander,
25 points.
That dropship is about to take off. You have to stop it.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Waiting
Yo,
for
Glitch.
orders.
You stand there, don't move, just lob your shells straight into it, please. Treble LOM. We're all good. Fire.
Roger that. Firing on target.
That should do the trick. It's lagging. I think there's probably something big exploding in the background there. Frame rate's at 0, by the way. Oh, that's done it. New range is down. That should satisfy our obligation.
Incoming transmission.
Oh. Oh, God, no. It's the pink fiends! The loading thing is not fixed. The pink fiends of doom have turned up again. Seriously, what the hell's wrong with that graphic file? Anyway, what have we got? We've got a Centurion, we've got a Dragon, we've got a Catapult. Ooh, shiny. And I have no idea what that one is. Ooh, I think that's a fire starter. They're all hot pink though, so... Incoming transmission. Oh, it's Victoria! Ooh. What was her voice? It's been so long. You fool! Do you have any idea what you've just done? You'll pay for this with your life, mercenary filth. I know that was not her voice, but I completely forgot. Victoria, if I'd known you'd be here, I'd have taken to the field myself. A pity you didn't. We could have ended this war here and now. I suppose I'll have to content myself with your prized mercenaries. Or should I tear them to shreds? Yeah, you can bugger off for a start. But yeah, it seems like, especially with the elite units, that particular one is not doing too well.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
This is going to get nasty though really quickly. I'm glad I more or less murdered everyone else that's here. Right, let's see. I don't want to be exposed in that direction. What I want is to get into position to be able to hit the turret gen, to at least knock
On
out
my
those
way.
cannons that are shooting at me from that direction, you know? Because now I've very much got too much going on to be putting up with that nonsense.
Locking in target.
But more importantly, I need to get my mechs back behind cover, because that's incoming lance of 3 heavies. That is not good at all. Yeah, you're going to punch the dragon in the back, aren't you? Nope. Well, you're going to try. Good job with that. Oh. A lot of LOMs. Actually, no, that's not much. Maybe an LOM 10? I think that was the dragon, actually. Hmm.
Receiving you.
Dragon is overheating a bit, so I do need to get into position and just do something to it. Let's do that.
Ugh.
Oh, that didn't finish it? For shame. No, well, it's getting back up again. But it is now in melee with the dragon, so what are you going to do? Oh, you're going to back up and hit it with something. Okay. No, you're just backing up and... Oh, you braced. You proud, proud idiot. Because the mech I didn't attack with has got breaching shot. Right, multi-target, priority target Wolverine, secondary target that one. Can I fire at both PPCs? No, I cannot. Got it. Oh well, I just have to be content with hitting this particular guy. Although, what if I use my... You know, I want to make sure it gets murdered. Oh, that is such a low chance to hit. Even... Yeah, it's turned to the side, so the arm... It's using its arm to shield. Very much so. So, no, not much point in precision strike. I can just try to hit the side torso and blow off whatever that is.
Engaging target.
Yep, hit the torso anyway. Arms blown off. That mech is massively damaged. So the problem is there's a lot of enemies on the field. And my Centurion is definitely getting the worst of it. Oop, yep, arms exposed I think. Or maybe rear armour.
Can't take many more hits like that.
Not sure what... Unfortunately, dealing with everything so far has overheated my units. Yep, it's the arm. Wait, what just happened? Oh wait, it was still their turn. It hesitated because I checked the thing. And that's an arm exposed on the blackjack. Less than ideal.
I'm doomed. Doomed.
No, you are not doomed. Thank you very much. Have some positivity. At the very least, I can
Waiting
at
for
least
orders.
knock out the thing. If I jump jet, I get more dodge. For some reason, I can't move to the same... I can move... If I walk there, I can do that, but I can't jump it. What I really need is to get this mech out of the way. Unfortunately, of course, there's the problem that I'm overloading. Oh, also there's also the problem that the arms are messed up too. Well, yeah, the enemy's over there. This Centurion does need to get out of dodge. The rear armour is intact, but it's rear armour. It's not very thick, so I think in the interest of self-preservation, a jump is actually required. Let's get down here, and then I can try to deal with that thing there. Because I can't leave the Centurion absorbing incoming fire. I really can't. Unfortunately, the jump has built too much heat. Turn off the LOM, turn off the other LOM. I can launch one volley at it. That's going to have to do.
Firing on target.
If I need to knock out that gun. Oh, so close. So very, very close. But at least I'm out of the firing line. I'm pretty sure,
They've
yeah.
got a lock on me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a fire starter. Right, Jocostius.
Standing by.
And we've got some sandstorms around the place. You are, however, also massively overheating. Now, I want you to... You must be this close to do that? Really? Well, I guess I'm going to have to turn my back on these guys to get a shot off at... No, wait, that's not the... That's not the... Blast it, I need the jump jets. Oh, I'm out of range there, I can't see it. I need to jump, and I need to get somewhere close enough that I can actually still attack the gen, because I need to hit the gen with one more hit. I guess an invasion of 2. Admittedly, yeah. This is very short range, but it gives me more dodge chance in exchange for heat, making a jump that short.
Engaging. Hey there.
Generators down, Commander. That should take their turrets offline.
Okay, that's all turrets down. Right, that just leaves the mechs. Speaking of, hello. What do you do? What? You broke my Centurion's leg.
Hang on. Here we go.
Oh, and she fell
I'm
over.
bleeding, Commander.
Well, yeah, of course she did. The leg was knocked out. And the Wolvie is going after the dragon.
I'm under heavy fire.
I don't have a good spot to try and absorb all this, everything that's coming. Oh. Oh yeah, because she's down. Unfortunately, that was just an LOM-10. Oh well. Right. And that leaves my existing mech, so Sam Knights. Let's go ahead and melee.
On my way.
Unfortunately, the enemy lance is everything I thought it might be. Oops. Left arm, left torso.
Solid connection, that one.
Check. And once again, cold shot to the Centurion. They're really trying to punch through my... Is that my missile
I'm
slide?
taking a pounding, Commander.
I really hope it's not. I'm not sure it is. No, wait, it's a Centurion. Yes, that is... They're trying to kill my launchers. That's why they're going after the less torso. That's where all my LOMs are. I just don't have any cooling. Just hit that guy, will you?
Engaging target.
Finally! Okay.
Enemy mech.
Enemy medium down. That just leaves the incoming heavies, apart from this Shadow Hawk, which I think is about to get killed as well. Oh, breaching shot. Why did it go over that way?
Oh, no. No, 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 no.
No, no, no. Did the Blackjack just bitch slap that PPC shot away? Oh look, yes, it is a fire starter. Hello. If the fight's going to be down here, that's where I want my mechs to be, but I don't know where they're going.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, right. However, I do know that
Right
I
here.
need to... Well, a jump is not advisable, but again, it's like not much choice. I need the dodge chance, you see.
Engaging. Jump jet.
Of course, it just sounds so sleepy. It's like engaging jump jets. It's like what? And I overheat if I so much as fire this time. So moderately damaged. Let's just brace. Let's try Shadow Hawk. And cold shot to the head. Again, relatively minor. They can only see the Centurion
Okay,
to do
that
that
was
because of the
bad.
Shadow Hawk that's up there. So let's finish this off. Hopefully. There we go, and that's cost the vision of my down Centurion,
Mech destroyed.
which means they can stop. They'll have to stop making cold shots against it. At least I can get my Centurion up now. Of course, the problem is the Jaeger's now got to use its jump jets to move, because I need to get the. That's not water, is it? I don't think it is. So, we've got the inbound problem of what's coming.
Commander?
The Jaeger's got to jump because it's out of position. Actually, ideally, if I get it over here. How far can it sprint? Not that far. I've got to kill them. I need a good spot to do so. There's actually like a massive cover spot. Well, it's got some height on it. The enemy mechs are moving around this away.
Engaging jump jet.
Yeah, let's move. Let's use this as my fallback.